Pasta and pizza.
Germany, do you still keep those undies that Austria mended for you?
They're in his closet.
Austria fixed.
Actually, it's something planned for that time.
You came back.
Belarus, I have a question for you. What are your feelings to your sister Ukraine?
She's my sister, I have to love her.
Hi, this is a question for Basha. If you have one choice to live with one of your sister, who do you live with?
So let me get this straight. You want to know which sister I would prefer to live with?
Yes.
Have you lost your mind?
Maybe.
I blame American education system. Anyway, I would prefer to live with Ukraine because at the very least she is as sweet as she is bouncy.
She's very sweet indeed.
Wait a minute, what did you mean by that?
She's a very nice young lady.
What part about her do you think is nice? I'd answer this question very carefully if I were you.
She has a very pretty face.
That's all?
Well, of course that's not all, but if I went through a list, we'd be here forever.
We'll meet about it later.
I think it's very sweet. Italy, what's your favorite memory of you in Germany?
Oh, over here. So there was this one time that I was really scared that Germany was going to leave me for Russia, and so I wrote him this letter, and then he somehow read my mind because I never gave him the letter. But it was great because then he was my friend and we think he's right that we would be together forever.
Okay, I have a question. What does it take to become a country?
Sealand.
You do not want to be a country.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you really don't.
If you become one with me, you can.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't.
Don't. Do it.
Don't.
Stop.
Do it. What? No! Me?
Aren't you supposed to be with Sweden right now?
I don't know.
This one for Germany and Spain. This one's for Germany and Spain. What would you do if Italy confesses undying love to Spain?
My headaches will go away.
I wouldn't mind having both the Italys at my house.
You guys better food. You're Canadian, apparently. You don't like my cooking. Nine.
You're going to say something, Romana. Say it. Korearu. What would happen if I pulled out your hair? You won't let me touch anymore. Especially when I try to help you wash your hair.
No, it's my Korean spirit. If you touch that, it will die. I love my spirit.
But I would make you more Chinese, Aru. I make your spirit more Chinese, right?
But Korean is better. We have K-pop and they're really pretty and the band, but like they'll sing your heart out and you'll be like, oh, I love K-pop.
Italy? How do you get into Germany's bed? How do you get into Germany's bed?
don't know how he does it, it just pops out of nowhere.
So this is how it works, is that it's usually at night, and then I'm scared, and then I run naked across Switzerland's room, and he usually shoots at me, but somehow I get away. And then I run, and there's a window that Germany keeps open, so I just kind of leap in. I think he leaves up a corner. And then I go in, and then I cycle in, and then it's out. The end.
You have to make sure you don't fall in wounded or something, so...
Okay, two quick questions. One, Germany, did that book on how to handle Catholic Roman brothers ever help with figuring out Romano and Veneziano?
The book, you just kind of put a plate of pasta between them and excuse me. I can't take this anymore. Get off it! Get off!
And also, a quick question for England.
Wait, let's be good allies, my dear.
How do you feel about China and Hong Kong kicking you out? How do you feel about being kicked out from Hong Kong?
This is
I'm still
degenerating.
home anyways, I think that probably get off me!
This is a question for Lithuania. What do you see in Belarus?
You're going to fall off the edge, my dear.
Right now we're kind of having a war, I think. But, well, not me and Belarus, I meant those two. Other than that, Belarus is really sweet and kind and, I don't know. But they are just having a war, so I probably should go back to make sure no one dies.
If Russia isn't too busy having the war, if you're scared of Belarus, is Belarus the strongest country then?
Hey, brother!
Give me my... Actually, I can speak Italian. Actually, the strongest country in the world is not Italy like we were afraid of, but by how big your army is. Because half of her army is irritated next to Ukraine, I could consider myself still the strongest.
Then why did Finland kick your ass?
Finland kicked my ass because I did not have sunny before. Because I'm awesome!
And the series Finland's supposed to be a moment. What's that? The series Finland's kind of like a monk or something.
I'm so curious.
Oh, knocked off the break.
Violence is never the answer. Never the answer.
I disagree.
Never the answer. Sunshine has no basis.
Oh yeah, back to your seats.
Oh yeah.
Panelists, back to your seats, please.
This is your seat, my dear. Guys, don't leave makeup.
Latoya, you can come out for a second.
No.
This is for you.
Why is Romano and them under a table together? Because I like them.
Wait a second. Who's under the table there?
I think that's Lithuania's hiding.
How come France isn't under the table?
What's the question?
Can you still hear Ukraine?
Wait, what?
Can you still hear Ukraine?
Do I still hear Ukraine? What?
Here.
Here? Do I still hear Ukraine? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can hear her slightly. I think she's over there. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I can hear her.
Papa, no.
Like father, like son.
Get off of his lap!
This is a question for Finland. Where's Sweden?
He's babysitting her. I just saw Sealand, so I'm worried. Getting drunk.
This is a question for Spain. What would you do for a tomato?
Yeah.
Depends on the kind of tomato. I mean, if it's the squishy one that I saw on the floor earlier in the hotel, I don't think I would eat that.
The red ones are really good.
That would depend.
How far are you willing to go?
What do you have in mind?
For Belgium, not Romano.
Wait, what?
For Belgium, not Romano.
From Belgium? Oh, I wouldn't mind any part.